Satire shirt on Teespring.
Section 1, Mississippi's new weapon. The Contraception Begins at Erection Act. Well, folks, it seems Mississippi is at it again, proving that when it comes to reproductive rights, they're like that friend who brings a banjo to a techno club, wildly out of touch. In their latest attempt to redefine human biology, they've introduced the Contraception Begins at Erection Act, a bill so absurd it sounds like a rejected Monty Python sketch. This masterpiece of legislation aims to criminalize the discharge of genetic material without the intent to fertilize an embryo. Yes, you heard that right. Mississippi wants to regulate what men do with their, shall we say, personal fireworks. Now, you might be thinking, John, this has to be a joke, right? And normally I'd agree with you. But this, my friends, is as real as a politician's promise during an election year. This bill, proposed by Democratic Senator Bradford Blackmon, is satire at its finest, a giant flashing neon sign highlighting the hypocrisy surrounding reproductive rights in America. It's like trying to put out a dumpster fire with gasoline-soaked confetti, chaotic, ridiculous, and yet oddly satisfying. Section 2, a novel approach to family planning, criminalizing every spill. So, what exactly does this bill entail? Well, imagine if every romantic comedy featuring a meet-cute ended with a court summons under the Contraception Begins at Erection Act. Any man who dares to engage in a little self-love or even a consensual roll in the hay without procreative intentions could be slapped with a hefty fine. It's like they're trying to outlaw the most natural thing in the world, besides, you know, politicians telling the truth. The bill's language is vague, leaving much open to interpretation. What constitutes intent to fertilize? Is a quickie in the bathroom a misdemeanor, while a passionate night of lovemaking is a felony? And what about those oops moments? Will couples be forced to present DNA evidence to prove their innocence? It seems Mississippi lawmakers have a lot of explaining to do, preferably while wearing a wire and being filmed for a future episode of To Catch a Predator. Section 3, the price of pleasure, fines and exceptions. Oh my. But wait, there's more. Not only does this bill aim to criminalize what happens in the bedroom, but it also comes with a hefty price tag. Forget about parking tickets and library fines. Mississippi is upping the ante. A first-time offender could be fined $1,000, which, let's be honest, is a lot of ramen noodles. A second offense jumps to a whopping $5,000, and any subsequent slips could cost you a cool $10,000. It seems the state of Mississippi is banking on men having some pretty expensive orgasms. Of course, no law would be complete without a few exceptions. Sperm donation, for instance, gets a free pass because, apparently, procreation is only acceptable when it involves a doctor's office and a turkey baster. And, in a shocking turn of events, contraceptive use is also exempt because, you know, actual contraception is for women while men get punished for their biology. Makes sense, right? Section 4, Senator Blackmon's stroke of genius highlighting double standards. Now, before you start stocking up on pitchforks and torches, let's remember one crucial thing. This bill is satire. Senator Blackmon, the mastermind behind this legislative masterpiece, isn't actually advocating for the regulation of male ejaculation. Instead, he's using this absurd, over-the-top legislation to hold a mirror up to the hypocrisy of lawmakers who consistently target women's reproductive rights while ignoring the role of men. It's like showing up to a toga party in a full suit of armor. Sure, it's ridiculous, but it makes a statement. Blackmon's point is clear. If you're going to regulate one half of the reproductive equation, you better be prepared to regulate the other half as well. It's a bold move and one that's sure to ruffle some feathers in the halls of power. But hey, sometimes you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelette, or in this case, introduce a ridiculous bill to expose the absurdity of existing ones.